Hello, everybody. A big warm welcome back. My name is Catherine, and I am a primary school teacher. And I absolutely love being a teacher, and I absolutely love doing this here right now as well. And that is helping amazing boys, amazing girls believe in themselves and know that they can do absolutely anything in the world. Whenever I was in school, I didn't have any belief in myself, and I know that can feel very tricky. And over the past couple of years, I've learned lots of cool things, and I just want to give it all back to the children. So, a big, 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 big warm welcome. I'm so happy you're here, and I hope and I know and I trust that you will get something from this session tonight. This is a good one tonight. I'll show you the little screen here, and I will share my screen, and I'm going to tick this box as well. So I'm a wee bit way here too early, so we'll go back to this one, and I'm going to move that over there, and then we're going to get started now. Awesome. So a big, big, big warm welcome. And again, it's just so good to have you here, and thank you for tuning in. The only two rules that we have, and I think they're really good rules to follow for our life as well, is just to be kind and to be yourself. We're all so unique, we're all so special, and that's all we have to do is just to be ourselves, be our amazing, beautiful, incredible selves. So, this is our little schedule for tonight. So, maybe in the comments below, you can tell me your name, you can tell me something about yourself if you've got a dream, something that you really, really like. And then I want to help you pack your bag for school. Now, I'm really lucky that I've got a day off school tomorrow for Monday, and I'm also going to be working from home on Tuesday as well. So I don't need to pack my bag tonight, and I don't need to pack it on Monday night as well, but I will be packing it on Tuesday, and I'm going to pack the same things that I'm going to ask you to pack as well, because they're really cool and they're really helpful, and we all need these wee reminders. And then later on, I'm going to tell you about the amazing superhero gifts that you have. Now, last week we did a wee bit about it, and I want to show you another little video. It's going to be a good challenge, and I do this as well. And then at the end, just a big thank you for being here. And then I'll just go over all the good things that we did tonight. So, just if you want to, you can tell me your name, something that you love, and your dream. Whenever I do this club in my school, after school, that's how we always start. We always say something good has happened. If it's like a little win, something that you're proud of for this week, you can share some really good news. So if you've got good news, you can let me know below. Should be awesome. Now, last week we talked about our school bag, and I was thinking back to whenever I was a wee girl. I used to love getting a school bag, and I used to love packing the things for school as well. And things that I would have been packing, I would have had my pencil case, I would have had my reading book, I would have had my lunch or my break, and I would have had my homework if I had any homework to do, because I didn't want to forget the homework. And then if there were any days that maybe we went swimming, we went swimming whenever we were in primary school and secondary school. So I always had to remember that. Or if there was PE, maybe you had to bring in your trainers, or if there was any sports or anything you were doing, you maybe had to add those things to your school bag as well. School bags are really cool things, and we all need to remember some things for our bag. Now, last week we had our two cool things. So we had our lovely Mario star, our lovely Mario star right here. And I love this Mario star. I wish you could feel it because it's really soft and cuddly. But anytime I look at it makes me feel good, and it reminds me that I am a star. and you're a star as well. And whenever we make mistakes, whenever things don't go the way that we want them to go, that's still all okay. And regardless what happens, what we do, we're always, always, always a star. So I really, really, really want you to remember that. Whenever we're in school, we say our wee affirmations, we say positive things about ourselves each morning. And that's what I get my VP2s to say. I am a beautiful light, I'm a beautiful shining light, I'm a superstar. Just watch me shine. So you just tell yourself, I am a star. Just watch me shine. So remember your star for this week and remember to tell somebody that they are a star as well. And then the other wee thing that we had was our door. And I explained last week that our minds are so powerful. And there's a really cool thing that our mind allows us to do. It allows us to accept things and it allows us to reject things. So it allows us to say yes and it allows us to say no. And that makes you so, so, so powerful that you have a choice. Now, maybe if you've maybe got like a wee pet at home, a wee cat or a wee dog or a wee fish, they don't have that power, but you have that power. And that just makes you so, so unbelievably powerful. And I said last week that this is like, imagine there's two ways we could do it. But I want you to imagine that there's a bouncer at the door. So if there's somebody who you love, or you could even just be yourself, but sometimes it might be easier to think of somebody that you really, really, really love. So I want you to imagine maybe it's mommy, maybe it's daddy, maybe it's a big brother, maybe it's a big sister, maybe it's a teacher, somebody who's going to be kind to you. And if there's a thought that you have that's maybe says, can't do this, I'm no good at it, oh, why am I so silly? Or this isn't working, or I'm not good at it, I'm so useless, I can't do it, it's never going to work out. I want you to ask yourself, would that person, that bouncer, would they open the door or would they close it? And if it's not making you feel good, it's not making you believe in yourself, then you say no to that thought. You lock the door and you don't let that thought in. There, that door's locked right now. So don't let that thought in. Now, the other really cool thing is though, that this door can open. So the thoughts that do make us feel good, the thoughts that make us feel that we can do absolutely anything in the world, the thoughts that make us feel calm, the thoughts that make us feel relaxed, the thoughts that just make us feel all lovely and giddy and beautiful inside, we want to let them in. So we let the bouncer that they can come in. We let that door open. We let all the love in. We let all the encouragement in. We let all the belief in. Those thoughts and those lovely feelings, let them in. Now, the other way that we can explain this, and it's kind of similar, is that your mind's a bit like a party. And you might be thinking, Catherine, how's your mind a party? But imagine if there's a really special party. Imagine it's your birthday party. You only want maybe people there who are making you feel good. Okay? So if there's maybe a thought that's maybe saying, no, you can't do it, you can't do it, you can't do it, you can't do it, well then don't let that thought into your party. Imagine like you're giving out all these invitations, or imagine again, there's a bouncer at the door. If that thought, if that's not on the list, if it's not making you feel good, then we don't let it in. So your mind's a bit like a party, and also remember this little door as well. So I hope that helped. We have that in our classroom, and it helps the boys and girls, especially if there's maybe like we friendships. If there's maybe somebody says something that doesn't maybe make you feel good, then you don't let that in. But likewise, the thoughts that do make you feel good, those lovely compliments, those lovely well done, those lovely, you're a superstar. We let all of that in. Now, this one, I'm excited about this one because I bought something really cool during the week that just put a big smile on my face. So this is what I want you to add to your school bag this week. So we've got a new picture and I'm going to show you it now. Is our lovely, just want to get it out for you, our lovely pom-poms. Now, there used to be a TV show on whenever I was a wee girl, and one of the characters was a cheerleader, and I just loved these pom-poms. And I want you to remember this week to be your own cheerleader. So you be your own cheerleader first. So that means that you encourage yourself. That means that you say, I'm doing a great job. That means whenever you do something that you feel good, that you feel really proud of, you acknowledge it, you accept it, and you say, yes, I am awesome. Yes, I can do anything in the world. Now, there might also be a time, maybe this week, maybe when it's like a little challenge, and I get those challenges too. And challenges are actually a really good thing. But especially whenever you're going through a challenge or there's something a wee bit tricky, then you need to remember your pom poms. You need to remember that you are a star. You need to remember that you encourage yourself. You tell yourself that I can do this and I'm not going to give up. Now, there's lots of people who I have in my life, and I am so, so, so blessed for those people. And whenever I need a wee encouraging word, they're always there with their pom poms and they're always encouraging me. So remind yourself to have your pom poms for this week, to encourage yourself this week, to say, well done, you this week. And if you're facing maybe a little challenge or if there's something, maybe if you're doing your homework, if there's a really, really tricky question, and just take a wee minute, get your pom poms out, and tell yourself that you can do this. Now, the other reason why I want you to pack your pom poms this week is be a cheerleader for somebody else. So it's not just for you as well. Do yourself first, be a cheerleader for yourself first. And then if there's somebody this week who you can encourage, who you can support, then you do that because it just makes you feel so good. Whenever you can encourage somebody, whenever you can tell somebody that they're doing a good job, not only does it help them and it'll make such a difference, it'll really, really help them, it also helps you feel good as well. And it's just really awesome to be kind. And there's something that I would sometimes say to my boys and girls is that, especially at break time or at lunchtime, find somebody who you can encourage, find somebody who you can say something kind to, find somebody who just maybe needs a wee encouraging word, somebody who maybe needs somebody just to remind them that they're amazing, that they're loved, and that they can do anything. And that could maybe be somebody at home, it could maybe be somebody if you maybe do maybe sports or if there's maybe a club that you go to, then look for a person, get your pom poms out, be a cheerleader for you and also a cheerleader for somebody else. And you'd be really good for that as well. Now, the next little thing that I would love to show you is this, and this one's really cool. Now, I've got a lovely superhero badge there. Hope you can see that okay. And I told you last week that you're an actual superhero. And you might be thinking, Catherine, but I don't have a cape like Superman or Supergirl. But trust me, believe me, you have superhero powers that make you so, so, so powerful. And I didn't know this until a couple of years ago. But there's a special power that you have, and the animals don't have these powers, but we all have these powers. And this one is called the will. And the will is really, really, really cool. And the will allows you to focus, it allows you to hold an idea in your beautiful, powerful mind, and it helps you to concentrate. So the people that you maybe love and maybe admire, you might see on TV, they have this as well. And I'm thinking maybe like Taylor Swift, or I'm thinking about Ronaldo. for them to get where they are now, for them to be the to playing football and to be winning World Cups and to be, like Messi and all those amazing things that they've accomplished, they had to use their will. They had to focus. They had to see it in their mind and they just had to keep on going. Okay. And you have this power as well. My friend taught me about a little trick here, and this is a candle. Hopefully you'll see a candle on the screen here. And I'm going to show you a video about a candle in just a wee second. But if we look at a candle, that's going to help us to focus and it's going to help us just to really, really concentrate. And that can help us in every part of our life. That'll maybe help you focus maybe whenever you're doing your work in school. That'll maybe help you just focus and just focus on one thing at a time. Maybe if you're playing football, maybe if you're doing gymnastics, anything like that. The will is a really cool thing, and the candle will really, really help as well. So, we're going to play a wee game with the candle in one wee second, but I just want to show you this candle here. Now, all we're going to do now is just to look at that candle. You don't need to think about anything else. We're just going to look at that candle. And I want you to look at all the colours on that candle. Now, up at the top, I see there's kind of like a wee orange tip. And then down below, if you look near the wick, very, very close to the wick, there's almost like a wee blue bit as well. So we're just going to relax. I actually think it's really relaxing watching the candle as well. So just have a wee minute there and just look at that candle. You'll be able to see that it's moving. You'll be able to see the lovely glow around it as well. Now, the game is, we're just going to play a wee game for a wee second. I like playing games. But the game is that whenever you're ready, that if you were to close your eyes, would you be able to see that candle flame? So if you want to take another wee second or two, just focus on the candle. And then whenever you're ready, just close your eyes and see if you can see it whenever you've got your eyes closed. Now, it's okay if it's fade, it's okay if it's maybe not as clear, but I'm pretty sure that you can still see that candle. Now, if you want to, you can open your eyes again, but I'm pretty sure that you can still see that candle. And that makes you so, so, so powerful. And that just should show you how incredible your mind is. Now, whenever I was asking you to look at the candle, you maybe weren't thinking about dinner, or you maybe weren't thinking about maybe what you're going to do tomorrow. You were just focusing on that candle. And whenever I asked you to close your eyes, you could just see that candle. You maybe couldn't see Santa Claus, or you maybe couldn't see maybe something that you really, really love, like a football or maybe like a microphone. You were just focusing on that candle. And the way that I look at this is that really should just show you how powerful you are. And whenever you just have to focus on one thing, whether it's at school, whether it's maybe if you're doing football at home or football maybe in the park, that just shows you how powerful you are. And you just have to focus on that. And it helps you to concentrate and it helps you maybe do things a lot better. It's also really relaxing looking at the candle. Now, we can also look at the candle, and the reason why I look at the candle is that whenever I go on after my dreams, I just get a picture of that in my mind. And whenever I just have to focus on it, I just have to only see that picture of what I want in my mind. I just close my eyes and I think about it. And that candle also helps me strengthen that muscle, strengthen the will muscle, and it helps me feel really, really good as well. Now, I am just going to turn that back over and we can pause that as well. And then I'm going to go back. So I hope you liked that little game as well. Um, and there's lots of cool things about the candle. And like I said, I think it's really relaxing watching the candle as well. So I just wanted to thank you so much for being here. And I just love doing these sessions, and I'm so grateful that you're here, that you've stayed to the end as well. So just the three things for this week. So we have got our lovely door right here, and that door is to remind us that we can accept things and we can reject things. So we can let the thoughts that make us feel good, the ideas that make us feel good, all the love, all the encouragement, we let that all in. So we say yes to all of those. And then those thoughts that don't make us feel good, maybe if somebody has said something that we don't like, maybe if somebody has said that you can't do it, but your mind's so powerful, you can say, no, that's not getting in. And it might feel a wee bit funny saying that, or it might feel a wee bit like you've still got butterflies in your tummy. And you don't even need to say it out loud. You can if it helps you, but you don't have to say it out loud. Whenever I get my thoughts, I just say no, and I just say it into myself. And you can do that as well. And nobody needs to know that you're saying no to it as well. But just remember this door, because this works, and it works for me. And I know it works for the wee boys and girls in my school. So that's a really, really good one. And then we've got our lovely star as well. So remember this week, no matter what happens this week, any mistakes or anything like that, mistakes are good because mistakes help us learn as well. But just remember, regardless, you're always, always, always a star. You're a star in school, you're a star in your house, you're a star whenever you're walking, you're a star whenever you're by yourself. You're always, always, always a star. And you just have to be you. You just have to be your own unique, beautiful, shine star. And I promise you, you are that. I don't maybe don't know you, you maybe don't know me, but trust me whenever I say you are an absolute super, super, super star. So believe that. You let that thought in, definitely open the door for that one right there. And then our last wee one, this was our fun one for this week. I really like this one. And I'm also going to send my mum a wee message, and I'm going to ask her whenever she's going out this week, um, and even whenever she's in the house or whatever she's going to be doing. I know she's going to have a lovely week, but I'm going to tell my mommy, make sure she's got her wee cheerleading poems right here. So you encourage yourself this week. If there's a wee challenge happening, if there's something that you maybe get stuck on this week, get your poems out, encourage yourself, tell yourself, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this, because you can. And maybe you could give the cheerleading poems and remind maybe your mommy, your granny, your granda, your auntie, your uncle, your daddy, your big brother, your big sister, anybody who you maybe come into contact this week, you remind them that they've got their poems as well. So I just want to say a big, big, big thank you for being here, for watching, for tuning in. And I hope you all have a wonderful week, and we will have another session next week as well. Take care, everybody. Thank you. Hi, everybody.